Pat McAfee was back on the April 10th SmackDown, and WWE clearly decided to double down on his involvement in the Saturday main event scene, the Randy Cody storyline. In fact, I think they're even pulling Jelly Roll into it. Now, obviously, there's been a lot of talk about this. People are mentioning that they don't need this excessive celebrity involvement. I think celebrity involvement's good to a certain point, but you don't need it in main event stuff like this. People have talked about how Pat is taking away from Randy, like Randy's almost his sidekick. In fact, the fact that when the pair stole the Undisputed WWE Championship and McAfee brought it on his own show, it definitely reinforces that. It's also the fact that people have mentioned how they're taking away from what is already a good story, Cody versus Randy, the years of history. They're not even mentioning legacy anymore. And also, I mean, I sort of hinted at this, and it's pretty much the case, is they're sort of making it a story about TKO being the heel and WWE being the babyface, bringing in ticket sales. And maybe, even though I thought that could be a sort of an interesting thing that they were doing that no one was picking up on, I agree that it wasn't definitely needed in the main event, Cody versus Randy. But what no one's really talking about is what people were talking about before Pat McAfee showed up, what I was talking about, what a lot of people were talking about. The fact that Cody and Randy is good, but people don't want to boo Randy Orton. And mainly, I think a lot of people would have rather Cody Rhodes turn heel. Maybe not everyone, but the main thing is, like, the main event on Sunday night, CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, it is babyface with an edge versus babyface with an edge. But it's still a babyface match, and WWE clearly didn't want that for night one as well, too. But you know what? I think maybe they should have wanted that, because if they want to do the Cody Randy story just as the Cody Randy story, they'd have to accept the fact that they might both be babyfaces, or people just aren't going to boo Randy, or Cody might have to turn heel. And that's clearly not what they wanted. So with this Pat McAfee involvement, the one thing nobody's talking about is the fact that nobody's cheering Randy Orton anymore. I mean, they're not booing him specifically, maybe. And people are now cheering Cody Rhodes. So Randy Orton on his own, being a heel, is not going to get through. He made Cody bloody. He attacked Jelly Roll. The week after, he even sort of dissed the audience, but they still cheered him. They cheered him just sort of being a badass rather than being a heel. He wasn't getting any heat. He was getting cheers, and a lot of people were hoping that Cody was going to be the bad guy, or they were going to boo Cody anyways. Like last year, even though Cena was the heel, people still booed Cody at Mania. But that's not happening this year anymore. And that's what no one's talking about. Bringing in Pat McAfee, potentially ruining what's a very easy to do main event push, has accomplished one goal. It's got McAfee, and by proximity, Randy Orton, to be the heel they need for that event. And I think that's why some people are so pissed at this, is that they really wanted Cody to turn heel. They really wanted Randy to be the babyface. So regardless of what you think about the push, if their mission was to get Randy Orton booed and get Cody Rhodes cheered, or at least to get Randy Orton not booed, no matter how they did it, mission accomplished. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications for all my wrestling hot takes, cold takes, simmering takes, wrestling opinion pieces, WWE premium live event prediction and review videos, and assorted thoughts on Raw and SmackDown. Now, I'm not going to do a full assorted thoughts on Friday's SmackDown, nor am I going to do it on the Go Home Raw. The next video I'm going to do is going to be my predictions for WrestleMania 42. And after that, the WrestleMania 42 review. And I might wrap the SmackDown, the Go Home SmackDown, and the Raw after into that coverage as well, too. Until then, for Silo Voice Studios in Montreal, I'm Jason C. McLean.